Quest Warrior is still one of the best decks out there, especially in Top Legend, so if you want to be climbing consistently, this might be the deck for you. In this video I'm gonna give you a quick updated guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys know what you could be expecting with, as well as what to expect against it. So I hope you find it helpful, and if you do, you know what to do, but now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list I used last time, and it's pretty similar to the lists you have been seeing already. It is quite the expensive list. Obviously, control decks always do love slapping a lot of legendaries in there, and it's a slow burner, that's for sure. I mean, the whole point of this deck is to last 10 turns, but technically speaking, you don't actually hold on to the quest for every single matchup, but on ladder, I think you kind of do. Like in tournaments, you could throw it against certain opponents, but when you're on ladder, you really don't know exactly what you're playing against, so always hold on to the quest, I'd say. Once you get the quest rewards, you could be doing some pretty crazy things, and the whole point of this quest is basically so you can actually get yourself the extra turn card, and that way you should be able to do some pretty good things as long as you set it up properly with things like Galvadon with Wind Fury, an extra attack, a bunch of extra minions, and with the extra turn it's usually an OTK kind of deal, so it really shouldn't be hard, especially given you probably are gonna have 16 mana. You also get other pretty cool quest rewards out of that. Be careful playing the rogue one, turning the rest of your minions into 5/5s, because that could be making some of your other big minions smaller, but technically speaking it does work very well with the 3/2 raptors you're going to be making into 5/5s, as well as the 3/2 imps you're going to be getting out of the portal, so all in all it could be great. Making all of your minions down to 0 mana is also pretty awesome, so you can really cheat out a ton of stuff when it's time to get yourself the extra turn, so yeah, all around it could be great. We have a couple of shield slams with which you could be activating things like hostile invaders, but also just deleting some big men. The Unleash the Crocolisk is extremely powerful, giving you 10 armor and just 4 attack worth of shit for the opponent, and that's only if you're feeling generous. A lot of the time you could be playing it when the opponent's board is already full, or when you're actually planning on doing a brawl, which is extremely broken, not gonna lie, and that 10 armor ain't no joke. It's also a cheap spell, so again, you could be using it with Hostile Invader, and it's a great way to activate it, but it's not gonna instantly delete it though, it's gonna leave it with 2/1, so keep that in mind. Single copy of Precursory Strike in this one is kinda interesting, but if you're holding a big minion, this is gonna be drawing you another minion, which is kinda cool. The Safety Goggles, again, a great activation for a Hostile Invader, and don't always try to play it as soon as you see it. Leave it for when you actually need that armor, because you might actually want to do something like extra shield slam damage, or just a 0 mana spell for Hostile Invader, that kind of stuff. The shield block is great for extra armor gain as well as card draw. The Bulwark of Azenov could save you from a lot of damage if the opponent has a lot of stuff against you when you're not prepared to clear it. Just try to time it correctly when the opponent can't just poke it down with some small crap. Single copy of Demolition Renovator is also super good right now, given how many Elises are out there. Basically every deck is trying to fit in an Elise one way or another, so definitely hold on to it. And worst case scenario, you just get the tradable it for another card. The New Heights are also great for extra RAM. At least the Navigator you could be using for all sorts of different stuff, but usually it's gonna be for 5 mana rushers, gain armor, discover a spell. Extra attack could be powerful with the rushers combined, or getting yourself an extra copy can also be pretty cool, especially if you do it on something like Ham the Hungry or a Ziliax, that kind of stuff. Going for the 10 mana location can also be pretty good, because plopping it on turn 10, let's say, and after that doing something like Galvadon, extra 10/10 copy of Galvadon plus Wind Fury on both, and extra turn, that's clearly an OK for most opponents, so you definitely have a lot of options with her, but don't be too greedy. Couple of Ancients of Yore still give you a good amount of card draw as well as a decent amount of armor. The Brawls are amazing, comboed off with Unleash the Crocolisk especially, and same can be said for Glory. This thing basically goes down to 0 once you play a few Crocolisk against the opponent who already had at least one minion probably, and it's a great way to also activate Hostile Invader again. Bob the Bartender, as great as ever, usually used for freezing, but in some cases it could be used to draw a minion and 2 copies of it. This way you could get yourself extra Hams, extra Ziliax, Ceaseless Expanse, or something not so important, but still it could be an option against certain opponents. Ham the Hungry could be nice. He's basically in here to activate the Druid stuff. He is a Druid Tourist after all, so that's how you get play New Heights, but also it's not the worst thing in the world to try and eat something decent for the opponent, so it's always fun watching him go ham. Marin the Manager could be an extra little win condition for you, giving you a bunch of extra stuff like a couple of legendaries on the board, as well as a bunch of card draw for cheap, and in some very niche scenarios you could also just use the monkey, get yourself some random nonsense like that, and the Goblet again could be giving you a lot of extra stuff. Filling your hand with a single copy of a OP card could be great. Sleep Under the Stars, again, you could be using for a lot of card draw, for a lot of armor gain, or for a mix of both with a little bit of mana refresh. damage. The Great Draco Rex is a great way to clear the board indeed. As long as you're attacking into a minion, you're gonna be AoEing with his attack. But if you go face with this one on the turn after, it's not gonna do the AoE, so be careful not to rely on that clearing. Ziliax is great. Ziliax is the only way you actually heal in this deck, so keep that in mind, but usually you don't really even need to heal because you're just gaining so much armor, but in some cases he definitely comes in with the clutch. And last but not least, we have Assistus Expanse, which is the 10th digit for this deck for Elise to work, and also a great way to reset the board, get yourself an extra turn, and just slap the opponent's mouth for a bunch of damage. Could be a great way to OTK in some cases. And by OTK I mean 2TK, because you are technically getting yourself an extra turn. This particular deck doesn't have too much in terms of matchups, so we could swap out for something a bit more consistent. Let's say this one, it's just a single card difference with 3600 games. And here's what it looks like here. Death Rattle, Death Knight, not super good for you. Control Mage, whatever the hell that is. Like, is that Toki Mage? Apparently. Quest Warrior on a different version, I guess, can also be a problem with Murazond and whatnot, but all around pretty great stuff, including the most important matchups, which would be Midrange Shaman, Discover Hunter, all of the rogues, and so on and so forth. You should be slaying. As for the mulligan, when going first and second for that matter, obviously the Quest is great, Shield Block, New Heights, Elise the Navigator, Precursory Strike could be good, depending on the matchup. Hostile Invader, again depending on the matchup for Glory, Demolition Renovator could be good, the rest probably not so important. And as for on the coin, again, Ramp, Draw, Quest, Elise, that kind of stuff, and depending on the matchup, could be a little bit of removal, could be Demolition Renovator, that kind of stuff. All around, that's it for the deck. Like I said, pretty expensive, but 9 legendaries for a control deck, that's not actually that much. We've definitely seen a lot deeper into the double digits for some Death Knights and whatnot, but yeah, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did, a like and subscribe would be appreciated, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But now, let's check out some of my games on my road back top 1000 legend. Hope you enjoy. Against the Rogue, let the bullshit intensify. If he's cycle, I think we're fine though.
Embrace the chaos.
Hey, congrats, man. Good job. Go get him, get him. Yeah. Hey there, Big Daddy. Welcome, welcome. Well, I mean, if you played Dragonware, it wouldn't have been that slow. It ain't that bad. Cycle he be. Should be good. It's a lot of Crocolisks. Not gonna be playing them just yet. I could lock out his boards. Think I'm gonna. Yeah, let's do this. That basically locks him out from doing anything Da Vinci next turn. I have a gajillion armor, and next turn I get to just Hostile Invader the whole shit. Should be pretty not cash money for him. Alternatively, I could just slowball it and Bob the Bartender on 6, but nah. Okay, board unlocks himself. Yeah, perhaps. It's a lot of card draw. He's card drawn. Oof. Oh, okay. It's kind of cute. Off the top, people. Shield slam off the top would be okay. If I bob him this turn, ain't that fine? I think it's kind of fine. And this is there, yeah, always has been. Precursory strike, safety goggles, shield block. That's okay. Let's see what we can destroy. Oh, my Bob lived. Wow. If anybody wonders how I knew that, the button was not glowing green, yeah? I was lucky.
I can't turn this around. Oh.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Game is awfully choppy, yo.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
There's that shield slap I was hoping for. Bulwark hostile.
All forms of life will be crushed.
For sure. Is that what it's running on even? I have no idea. It's like a man. There's 3 asses left in there. Fuck. Well, we're taking 6. Okay. 1 asteroid left in there for him. Alrighty, Zilly. I'd rather burn his shit. Card draw doesn't matter at this point.
I'm almost at well played.
That the famous concealed angle? The infamous. Seems like it.
Smart moves.
Got him good. Okay, that was close a few times, not gonna lie. Closer than it should have been a few times, but all's well that ends well. Against the dick. Let's hope he doesn't have a steam cleaner in it.
In death. Come, embrace the chaos.
Well, at least straight. OC boy. Sick song, yeah. No, Sarah, what the fuck? Did we find a single aggro Death Knight on ladder? Well, he's about to have a sucky time.
Can't stand the cold.
Aggro Frost Stegadon deck or some.
Nothing gets past my hounds.
I remember this place well.
Not against the armor too. I'm gonna save this for a potential hostile invader play. Yeah, if I didn't know any better, I'd say we did. Say my name. If I didn't know any better. Fascinating. Guess we're gonna ignore the silly. Is that one? Is that how that one goes?
Can't stand the cold.
Green Ziliax Pro right there. We are taking a lot of damage. That ain't bear. Could just bulwark that ass for gits and shiggles. That's too early. I know I could have used 1 for 0, but doesn't matter. I don't want to be using the second one anyway. He's going all in for reasons. Think I'ma ham that ass. That ain't bad either, but I'ma ham it.
There's always room for dessert.
Ah! Naturally. A natural mistake. Any day now. Come on, son. Rage quitting in this economy? Dudes like Quest Warrior on these ranks. You don't get it, man. I played decks like yours till this rank. You don't get it. And Rage quit. I guess. That's what I thought. He tried chat, some aggro frost steggy, Death Knight or some shit. Not sure if there was even a Stegadon at the end of this road, but kinda felt like there could have been. Not a Rogo, no mercy. I played against this guy.
Embrace the chaos.
Look at that curve, 1, 2, 3 right there.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Too soon.
Maybe I should have tradable, but nah, it's fine. Yeah, for sure. There we go.
I remember this.
Oh, it's at least. Fuck. Should not have tradable then. Just draw a bunch way things are going. Ancient of Boar.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Well, next turn I can do this and that. Keep that cyclage. Something to look forward to, especially with this. Okay, he's slow, we're slow, everybody's slow. Jesus with charge? Damn, son. Thing is, it's still gonna have charge once it wakes up, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm a bulwark it right now.
remember this place well. I must choose soon.
Could go at least maybe even 10 mana location. Would that be dumb? Probably would still be dumb. I'm gonna go for a 5.
I remember this place well.
What would I be copying? Could be copying Ham the Hungry, technically speaking. Could be copying a lot of things. This would be a little bit on the very full board side, but could be fine. This deck usually doesn't have a problem. Should I slam the 3-2? I'ma chill. This guy's waking up.
There's always room for dessert.
Okay, 2 can ham it up. Again with charge. Fucky. I don't mind him eating right about anything from my deck. Maybe Demolition Renovator wouldn't be too hot. Interesting.
I must choose soon.
I guess. Let's go like this then.
All forms of life will be crushed. Planetary decimation.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
Actually, I think it's time to ham plus location. Hopefully we land something decent. Not sure exactly what he's running in there. Could be a lot of things.
There's always room for dessert. There's always room for dessert.
Not the best, not the worst. Those could give him some fucky stuff. Like free drops with charge, which he could copy with locations and shit. Could have been worse. So this is his first location, not that hot. The second one could be hotter. He's thinking about it right now. Maybe it's a tenor. If it's a tenor, I can draw a couple of cards and still destruction if I find it.
There's always room for dessert.
That'll be annoying, but not really. I guess he's hunting for my demolition bullshitter. He does have 2 backstabs in there, but they ain't doing much. I guess he can backstab the 5. Okay. Decent. Think we have deprived him from a good amount of value. Steal quest rewards? I mean... You mean from Deja Vu or some shit? Because he already used his 3 mana legendary. Murix. Positioning, by the way.
Care to make a wager, friend? Ah, you're new here.
Now let's go for Borky Sixa, huh? See what we got there. That ain't too bad.
Must burn them all. I am the eyes of my people, and I see all. I grow weary. Make haste.
Something like this ought to do it. Fascinating behavior. Ill. Well, that's a lot of quest rewards he got there. Including extra turn bullshit. Fucking hell. That's kind of disgusting. Maybe I should have just drawn hordes. Bit fucky in it.
My hand is too full. I must choose soon.
Gotta remain at high health at all times on empty board, because extra turns would fuck me over. Honestly, if he has 2 extra turns in hand, I might be pretty screwed here. Okay. Thank fuck.
Oh, you're just in time. Big fights are brewing today.
Hey, thank you very much for the raid, man. Welcome, welcome.
You are safe now. Ah, you're new here.
Kinda wanna play this, fuck damn it. There we go, not great. Just what I was afraid of. Not great. Well, at least we have a ton of health. I am from Bulgaria, my guy. Welcome to the stream, dudes. How are the duels? We don't do duels here. Nobody does anymore. But if you're asking about standard, we're doing those. After we switch the deck, we're doing a lot better too. Thank you for dropping by.
Me have bags for you.
That's a big board.
Me have bags.
That's a spicy meatball right there. So that's his tenor. We still have demolition in there. There she is. The grill of the hour. Well, let's do that then. Let's do that then. Let's do this then. This ain't gonna hurt. Then this guy should be on his way now. Merry Christmas to you too, bud. What'd you play? Okay, it's not that bad. Lucky. Some of that Logosh Warrior. You mean Dragon Logosh Warrior? Sounds good, sounds good. I still prefer the Logosh variant myself. It's kind of cool. That's something to fuck with. Where my quest reward at, fam? Where that quest reward at?
A conundrum.
His Ashman was shitty. I mean, if he gets extra turns, I'm still kind of fucked. You can play that game. I didn't get the card draw either. That's fucked. How's it going, Cross? Saw an ad? I don't know, man. Oh, you mean the Nightbot ads? It's a Nightbot, man. What do you mean? Kinda shocking this guy did not get a single time warp, by the way. Bit fucky for him. Feels like he's just waiting for the inevitable at this point. Well, oh shit. Well, he's stabilizing only. $29 damage showing. It is not enough. How was that thing 1 mana, by the way? Oh, from agency. Lucky. Hearthstone added agency, guys. This guy's taking 5 business days to lose. Sure. One man getting some Carnasses. Look at me top decking safety goggles now.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Okay. Let's go ahead like this. It's loaded up enough. Nice. That's enough. Okay. No idea, Cross. Maybe they're trying some new shit. If I could, I wouldn't run any ads on the stupid Twitch thing, but that's how they get their money, apparently. It's definitely not how I get my money, that's for sure. Because the Twitch payout is kind of a joke, not gonna lie.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Yeah. Ain't gonna get itself. Where that extra turn at? Where that extra turn at? Pretty much. Has to go somewhere. Well, just bigger, better brawl, I guess. Ooh. I mean, shouldn't I just draw and fuck him up at this point? Yeah, I'm just drawing and killing him. Give me an extra turn, damn it. You piece of shit. Well, this better work. If it ain't, it's obviously rigged. Okay, Barney Boy's out, so we is in. There it is.
I'm out of cards. I guess.
That's what you like about it? I guess that's something to like about it. Alrighty, well, all around this deck definitely wins a lot. It ain't quick, but it wins. Can't say no to that. Can't say no to that.